You know what, through all this high maintenance discourse that's been happening recently, I had to come on here and have a rant because I'm so sorry, social media is frying a lot of young girls' brains and guys too, but girls, it's too much now. Like, in no way, shape or form am I saying that women shouldn't have high standards for every aspect of their life. However, I feel like a lot of young girls are shaping like their personalities, how they carry themselves, and what they expect from relationships, what they expect from their lives, based off of things they see on social media. Like, I feel like social media has made it seem like what it takes to be a woman is, this divine feminine energy, is, dressing head to toe in designer, like carrying yourself a certain way, always being classy, never really being wild, having fun or too much fun. Like, you're never allowed to look rough, you always have to look on 10. Like, you've always got to wear bust downs, you can't have braids or natural hair. Like, natural hair or braids on your birthday is apparently a no-go. And even like relationships, I feel like relationships is the biggest aspect of it. Like if you're a high maintenance babe, your partner has to pay for everything for you, has to take you to the most expensive restaurants, has to fly you out here, there and everywhere. And even though that is nice, like, don't get me wrong, like, all of that stuff is nice. I'm not saying that women don't deserve that and shouldn't get that, because we should. But I feel like this high maintenance babe thing is all about keeping up appearances and flexing on social media. And it's also putting an unnecessary amount of pressure on women and men to keep up this lifestyle. Like, there's a lot of girls who feel like, if your partner doesn't pay for your whole maintenance, doesn't pay for, expensive dates every week, then he's not a guy you can take seriously. And this is why I feel like chivalry is dead, because guys think that from what they see on social media, that all women want is money. They can come with any riff-raff behaviour, like girls will completely ignore a red flag, but simply because a guy can pay for whatever for you, then that's cool. That's all you care about. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like everyone has just cloned their look, their personality, everything. Like, where is the individuality nowadays?
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cooke. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
Be where you are. Yes, be where you are. That is the answer to any and everything. Just be where you are. Have acceptance with the current space and life that you are in right now. Your current chapter, embrace it. Be there. Stop trying to be somewhere else where you're not right now. It is okay if you do have plans for X, Y, Z in the future, but open your eyes and look around to where you are right now and be there. And I feel like a lot of the stress that is in our lives that prevents us from being calm and that prevents us from actually living a life of inner peace is always wanting to be ahead, like always wanting to be somewhere where we're not. And yes, don't get me wrong, like I'm all for strategizing and setting long-term and short-term goals, but be where you are. Prime example, I'm a new mom. I am also a full-time creator. I have not been able to be on my Zoom the way that I would want to be and the way that my other peers are, because I have a son. I have a newborn. I have a newborn that requires my time and my energy majority of the day, all day, really. My days consist of Gracie's Corner and Miss Rachel on YouTube. It's breastfeeding, burping and getting thrown up on, and changing blowout diapers, which I'm about to right now. And I had a moment the other day where I was just kind of feeling really defeated, and I was feeling really sad because I look at my other influencer friends and they're doing circles around me. Like, they're going on brand trips, they are just on their Zoom, and I want to be on my Zoom so bad, but I'm actually like if I really get present with myself and accept where I am, I'm actually in an answered prayer. Like, I need us to really slow down. Like, that is the key to being calm. People ask all the time, like, Jade, what do you think it means to be calm? Like, how do you really gain inner peace? It's by just accepting the season that you're in and not trying to force yourself to be anywhere else rather than where you are right now.
You're not supposed to be rich as fuck in your 20s. There is all this pressure now from social media to have all the things. That's why I'm terrified of my kids getting to an age where they have to have a phone. The house, the car, the vacation, the purse, the aloe, the Lululemon, the Air One smoothies, the supplements from Whole Foods that cost literally $1 million. Social media literally feeds us this idea via influencers that in order to be hot, cool, and worthy, we have to have more. More likes, followers, money, vacation, houses, cars, purses. To which I say, in this economy, with 2 kids, whose daycare costs over $2K a month at the ripe age of 26. It's not like it can't happen. I'm not saying we're not capable of being rich as fuck, but it's not the norm. Most people in the US see the biggest jump in their annual revenue between the ages 30 and 35. Most people in their 20s are making $30,000 a year to $150,000 a year, which is at the 99th percentile. Now listen to me with your eyes when I say this. You're going to get to where you want to go. You're going to achieve your dreams. You're gonna be rich as fuck. But in order to do that, you have to put your fucking head down, stay in your lane, live within your means, not the influencers on social media's means that you see. I don't know whatever happened to the people who were keeping up with the Joneses, but they probably died broke. You get what I'm saying? And stay patient, because it'll come.
Can anybody else relate to wanting to be on social media but not wanting to be on social media? Like, God put you, your purpose to teach people, talk to people, relate to people. You have to be out there. Like, social media is here for a reason. Like, God made social media for a reason. But you're also like, I don't even like social media. Like, I hate posting. I hate it's almost like you're telling people about your business without being in your business. It's ways to be on social media without telling your business, but everybody can't master that. I battle back and forth all the time. Do I want to be on social media or not? I feel like God put it in my head. Talk to these people. Like, they can relate to you. I don't know. I also have people in my life that tell me, girl, you are meant to, like, be famous. People really F with you. Like, people really can relate, resonate. You do hair, you do all this. People really mess with you. So why don't you use the talents, or if you consider that talents that God gave you, use that, monetize it. What is it? But it's just like, why? I don't know.
Social media is way too serious for me these days, you guys. It's literally like I have to be on here posting every single day, multiple times a day. I can't take a single day off. I can't take a single hour off, or else all the progress I've been making is basically for nothing, because my views go back to being absolutely trash. Why are you keeping me hostage on this app? What if I want to go outside and live my life? And first of all, how am I supposed to have things to talk about on this app if I'm not outside living my life? What do you want me to do? It seems like what this app wants us to do is literally be glued to the screen complaining about things every single day. Because the more TikToks I have complaining about things, the more my views and my followers go up. And the more TikToks I have about how to live an actual good life and how to love yourself and how to improve your life, the less views and likes and followers I get. So which one is it? What do you guys want from me? Because it seems like even when you do commit 24 hours a day to growing your social media and trying to build a community, the community eventually turns on you because you become too successful. You become too rich, you become too popular, you become too famous, you become too unrelatable. And don't even get me started on picking a niche and how you have to niche down and how you have to build a community around one certain topic, and you can't go back and forth and you can't flip-flop because it's confusing to the algorithm. But then if you take a break because you have other things going on in your life, you're irrelevant to the algorithm. But then if you want to come on social media and do two things simultaneously at once and be successful at both of them, everybody hates you because you're unrelatable, because you're too talented. And yes, I'm complaining. And yes, you guys are going to comment on my TikTok and be like, every time I see you on my For You page, you're complaining. That's because TikTok pushes all my videos when I'm complaining about shit. Because if you go watch my TikToks, I have so many positive things that I'm talking about in my TikToks. And then if you compare those to the TikToks where I'm talking about negative things or I'm just complaining in general, the views are like 5 times lower. Do you think that's an accident? No, I don't think so. The only way you can get away with having millions of views and doing the absolute barest of minimums is if you're a white girl. There, I said it. Everybody else has to abide by the rules, can't get censored, can't take a break, can't switch niches, gets more strikes easily, gets suspended more easily. Like, I be wondering, y'all. I be wondering, because I want to stay here. I want to keep making content, but I keep asking myself, for what? For what?
There's so much pressure with social media to get things right and make the perfect content or look a certain way. Like, you can be such a passionate person, you can be so into what you're doing, you can be doing things for the right reason, but it's like social media kind of gives you this pressure to feel like what you're doing isn't enough. I am a strong advocate for being authentic and doing things the way that you like to do them, like having tunnel vision and staying in your lane. Even if you do feel pressure, you can never lose by being yourself. You can never lose by being authentic and doing what's best for you. If you have passion and you feel like you have a purpose and you have a why, stick to that purpose, stick to that why, be authentic, and you can never lose when you are yourself, period.
if we're actually being honest with each other, how many times have you seen it where someone gets into a relationship and then they start spamming social media to make sure everyone knows they're in a relationship now? More time it tends to be people that are normally active on streets. That's not like an app, but it's just like, that's who it tends to be. Because I guess those people, if we're being honest, those people already know that they have that kind of public profile. Like, everyone knows you for being streets and that. So as soon as you get into a relationship, you start spamming like, yo, I ain't no longer streets. And like, that relationship might not actually even be good for you. Like, social media actually has such a like subconscious drive to a lot of our decision making, and like literally like things we do, places we go, people we talk to. Like, social media actually subconsciously drives a lot of those decisions, which is tapped. Like, even that whole like relationship thing, like I've been seeing people posting all this stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, cool, you're in a relationship, cool, enjoy the relationship, but why are you trying to display absolutely everywhere and absolutely every little thing you're doing? More time that comes across like you're insecure about that relationship, or you're insecure about something, and that's your outlet to like solve it. But yeah, let me know if I'm bugging, but I feel like if we're actually being honest, that'd be happening too much. If you post your relationship on social media, right, and you guys break up, then what? Then what? And now you have to remove all of these pictures and posts and stuff like that. For what? You know what I'm saying? Always stay low key and in private, I think. It's just a lot better overall. Also, social media puts a lot of strain on your relationship with your partner and stuff like that. So it is just a lot wiser to keep everything just private and stuff like that. And in the long run, you will thank yourself. You will thank yourself.
At the end of the day, love matters the most, and being authentic matters the most. Being a pillar of your community matters the most, and those are going to forever be the kind of people that I gravitate towards. Not people who are selfish and self-centered, but the kind of people who are selfless, but are first understanding how to love themselves. That is the most important thing. But if you cannot even understand that love is the mission, that it's love that is going to get us to where we need to go as humanity, what are we even doing? Like, a lot of people get on this app and just social media, period, and love is not in their message, and you can tell. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had my moments where I felt like maybe I should be messy like them, or maybe I should like water myself down and kind of be like them, because they got more followers, they get more engagement, they making hella bread. I ain't making no money off this. You feel me? But then I saw that as a way of me selling my soul. I really reflected on it. I'm like, that would be me selling my soul, because I have a message. It's a message that's in me. It's a message that's of God and of the source of love. If I take what's already been downloaded into my being and I change it and exchange it for something that was never meant for me to preach, that really is a falsehood, I'm not walking in my authentic calling. And the mission is never money. The mission is to truly make change, make waves in this world. Because my goal specifically, because I've never really shared my goal on this platform. I just got up here and started recording. Ever since I hit record, I've just been talking and talking since. But my mission is truly community. My mission is truly to get women to a healthy space. I always say I don't talk to men because my calling is not men. I don't have this intimate knowing of men and how they think and all these different things so that men can be better. I feel like that better comes from a man who has gotten to that point himself, and he can teach men on his journey of becoming how to become. But for me, my goal is the hearts of women. I love women. I have God's heart for women, like truly. And I truly desire for women to avoid the mistakes that I've made. I truly desire for women to be just amazing, beautiful human beings who become all that God called them to be. And in that, I tell my story. In that, I help women understand these are the types of relationships that you need to avoid and how you can tell you're in the wrong relationship. And it's not so that they can get the right relationship. It's so that they can truly reach levels of happiness and joy and live in conditions that your state of being is not contingent upon your circumstance. Like, this is truly where I'm trying to get women. To me, it matters that we have sisterhood. It matters that we have a sense of belonging. That it matters to me that we're in good mental health. It matters that we are okay. Like, all of that matters to me. And that is my mission for even creating this whole TikTok platform. That has been my mission from the beginning, and it will continue to be my mission to the end. I truly love people. I love humanity. And I truly just want more for mankind. I want more for my people. I want more for those of us that have authentic love.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
Very small and irrelevant rant. I cannot stand when people I hate when y'all speak about applying pressure, whether it's dating or like even going hard behind your friends. It's so weird to me how y'all act over social media. Like, say I've never been on social media before and all of y'all follow me here on Instagram. If I make YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, all that, and I post it, there's a few of y'all that will be like, oh, I'm gonna go follow her on the apps that you do use as well. Like, y'all can't even show love on the internet, but you want me to believe that y'all know how to do that shit in real life. I don't hesitate to show anybody love, support, go subscribe, hit the like button. But when it's time to reciprocate, a lot of y'all act like it's rare and valuable to do that for somebody. Giving someone one like, one share from your page, your account, on your behalf is not a lot to ask for. A lot of y'all are weirdos when it comes to that. Y'all gotta stalk and creep on people's shit. Y'all are actually very weird.
I've just about had it with social media. I've been on this app now for 3, maybe going on 4 years. I don't know. I lost track. Moral of the story is, when I first got on here, I grew my following very, very quickly. And then all of a sudden, when I'm not talking shit, when I'm not gossiping, when I am not in the drama, my following goes down. And what really irks me is that, like, for my own personal peace of mind and healing and journey, I can't be in the drama all the time. That shit is freaking exhausting. I'm absolutely exhausted with stitching videos about people talking about this is what I got versus this is what I asked for, and I paid too much, and tell me if I'm wrong, because the amount of backlash that you get as a business owner, like, because I've gotten so many fake 1-star reviews from people who didn't like what I said. Or, like, let's say I like the color blue. Somebody on here is like, I like the color pink. Like, what's wrong with pink? And I said nothing about that. It's, like, mentally exhausting. So at this point, I am literally just showcasing my business, and we're just trying to grow the business, and we're trying to be better human beings, and we're trying not to be in the drama, and it's hard. Personally, I don't understand how someone is in so much drama all the time, and I can't do it.
I was just talking to my best friend about the internet today, and she was saying how she thinks the internet is making her genuinely miserable because people love to complain and they love to attack everybody for something that they said or did, for just living their life. They love to dissect and go over every single little detail of everything someone said as if we could possibly be perfect in every single video and every single post all the time. And I think this is so true, and I experience it as a creator. People criticize me heavily for things I say in the span of 60 seconds, as if I could have gone over every single minute nuance and detail in that time. So anyway, if you are feeling extra bitter, miserable, snappy, grumpy, reactive, judgmental, it might be time to take a break from the internet for a while.
Obviously, I am a YouTuber, and I do a lot of reaction videos and stuff like that. And from my experience, the people who criticize you the most are those who are unhappy about themselves, unhappy about their life, and just feel horrible overall. Also, a lot of these people are very, very, very insecure as well. And they project those insecurities onto other people and try to put other people down so that they can feel better about themselves. And it's a horrible way to live, you know? They try every means to put how they're feeling onto you. And it's a horrible thing to do, honestly. And these types of people are the ones who always have the most amount of time, guys. They seem to just have all the free time to go in the comments, blah, 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 talk all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the day, they still feel inadequate inside. And all that trash that they talk, it achieves absolutely nothing for them. And they still feel the same way about themselves. And that is a sad reality of those who criticize other people online. That's it. It's all insecurities. It's all anger, envy, and all of these things. And it actually angers me because I am the sort of person who roots for everybody to win. I love seeing people just win in life. And there are other people out there who wants everything to crumble. They want everything to just crash and burn. They even look forward to it. And it's a sad thing for us as humans. That we can't even stand other people shining. That we have to be the ones who are in the spotlight all the time, getting all the attention all the time. It's a sad commentary for humanity. And I hope that you are not one of those people. And we as human beings have to learn how to support and care for each other. We have to learn this. We have to learn how to root for each other. And for me, I want each and every one of you out there to win. Go out there and kill it in life. Go win in life. And I wish you all the best.
I just saw this video on my For You page and I really want to talk about it. The video was this woman talking about this article that was all about how everybody is so caught up documenting their lives and no one lives in the moment and people are probably going to regret this in the future, blah, blah, blah. Well, funnily enough, I have been secretly vlogging all my life since I was a kid. I always had a crappy camera and a crappy phone whenever I had the access to a phone with no data and a SIM that didn't work because we were broke, okay? But weirdly enough, this weekend, my brother wanted to see what was in my Dropbox, and in my Dropbox was these old vlogs that I made of myself when I was in school. Like, just before I was going to school, I would just be talking to the camera, loads of pauses, really awkward, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just drinking my tea, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, wow, you've actually been doing this whole, like, vlogging thing since you were young. Like, I genuinely thought that you randomly wanted to be on TikTok and become some sort of influencer or whatever, and this came out of nowhere. But you've been doing this. You just never used to put it anywhere. And as he was watching it, he was like, oh my God, you're actually really funny. Like, these are so funny. And he was like, show me more, show me more. And it's crazy who my brother, who I was actually living with at that time of making those videos, felt like he was getting to know a new part of me through watching that video. Also, the me now, looking back on that, I'm not sitting here thinking I regret using my time in the morning before school to record a video instead of sitting down and watching TV or whatever. I guess you can argue that the intention there was to document it for me, and a lot of people document things for other people, but then that just really comes down to your intention as to why you're documenting your life. For me, I document my life for me first and foremost, and also for my people, my community, the people that want to know like what is going on with me and just keep up to date with all things me. There are genuinely people that love to live vicariously through other people's lives because maybe they don't have much going on, and that's completely okay. And if someone is out there willing to share it, then why would you not? It's like having a pen pal. It's like having a friend. But first and foremost, I do my content for me because I really enjoy documenting what I do. And I tend to do it in a way where, say if I go to a concert, I will get all of my content out of the way within the first 10 to 15 minutes. And then maybe I'll take a couple of like videos here and there of a couple of songs. But then after that, phone's away, I'm enjoying myself. And then it just don't come out again until I absolutely need it. I'm the kind of person, whenever I'm sitting in front of someone, I don't ever go on my phone. I hate going on my phone. I think it's so rude. If someone calls me, messages me, I won't reply, I won't answer. Because when I'm in someone's company, I want to give them my full undivided attention. Just like when I'm somewhere doing something, that's what I want to do. Yeah, I might take my phone out and take a couple clips here and there, but I'll get that done and I'll put my phone away and then I'm bam, back in the moment. The point is, I understand that some people are pressurized by this need to like constantly document things just to keep their like social image up on social media, but it depends on who you're doing it for. Maybe people need to learn to do it for themselves instead of doing it for other people. To do it because they want to remember their life, to do it because they want to have memories of certain things and they just want to look back on themselves and think, do you know what, I was such a little quirky person and I love it. And looking back on the videos that I did this weekend, I literally was like, wow, I'm literally the same person. And sometimes you need to be reminded that, because as you grow up and you evolve and you change, you feel like you lose yourself. Like over the last 2 years, I definitely did lose myself a little bit. But when I look back on my old vlogs, I was like, I am still the same old me. That little girl is still inside me, and she definitely pops out when I'm doing these videos. But she's just a more well-spoken, more articulated version of herself. And little me would be so proud of the fact that I like even have a TikTok that is in the 20 odd thousands following, and like we're on our way to hitting 1 million likes, and I'm actually putting these videos somewhere because I was so like worried about being ugly or not having data, or having the worst camera in the world, not knowing what to say, whatever, to even put myself out there. I had a Vine I used to upload, and I used to put my account on private because I was just so scared of like what people would think, like I'm just some weirdo kid. But if there's one thing that I'm grateful for, it's the fact that I saved those videos for me to look back on, because when I look back on those videos, it just reminds me of the essence of who I am as a person, and to never lose that little girl. And it makes me so proud that she is still here with us today. So documenting our lives is not a bad thing. It's more so about the intention that you're doing it with. So please document your life for you first and foremost, and then if you want to share it with everyone else, do that. But draw your boundaries and make sure you have time to enjoy the moment and actually absorb yourself within what is going on around you. It's all about balance at the end of the day, but do not stop creating memories that you can look back on and remember all the beautiful things you did with all the beautiful people that were around you at that point in time. There is no right way to do life, and we wouldn't have guessed that technology would go this far forward, that we would create these new cultures of sharing our lives with each other. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing, and we don't need to turn it into a bad thing. Again, balance, boundaries, and just pure enjoyment.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.